What up guys, welcome back. Today we'll be giving out free tutorial on how to fix some stuttering issues, reduce lag and increase FPS in Valorant. So if you're new to my channel, please smash the subscribe button and hit on the notification bell. It would be much appreciated guys to help me out continue making videos like this. Right, Valorant is a fun and exciting game except for lags and stutters. While running fine for some, the game does indeed suffer from hitches here and there that might affect your gaming experience. Even though you met the minimum requirements, your game still might feel quite slow and sluggish at times. So without further ado, here are some of the basic steps to minimize and eliminate lags and stutters in Valorant. So first of course, you need to make sure that your PC meets the system requirements. These are the official system requirements that the game requires. So first one is for 30 FPS at 1080p gaming. You should have at least Intel Core 2 Duo E8 400 for your processor, and Athlon 2000 GE for AMD. And for your integrated GPU or integrated graphics, you should have at least Intel HD 4000 and Radeon R5 200. And for your RAM, it should be at least 4 gigabytes. And yeah, it should work with Windows 7, 8, 10, and 11. But of course, most people doesn't use Windows 7 no more. So that's for 30 FPS at 1080p gaming. For 60 FPS at 1080p gaming, for your processor, you should have like at least i3 4th gen, i3 4150, and for AMD you should have like the Ryzen 3 1200. And for your GPU, you should have at least a minimum of GT 730 for Nvidia and Radeon R7 240 for Radeon graphics cards. Alright, and for the RAM, you should have at least 8 gigabyte. Yeah, usually 8 gig is now the standard size of memory that is required. Alright, lower than that, you might experience some stuttering already with most of the games. Alright, and for your Windows, yeah, it should work with 7, 8, 10, and 11 as well. Alright, that's for 60 FPS at 1080p gaming. And for high-end system requirements, for 144 FPS at 1080p gaming, you should have at least i5 9400F for Intel and Ryzen 5 2600X for AMD. And for your GPU, you should have at least 1050 Ti for Nvidia, and Radeon should be R7 370. So for your RAM, it should be at least 16 gig, which is the standard right now. Um, and for Windows 7, 8, 10, and 11, it should work with 7, 8, 10, and 11. Alright, so to check your computer specs, all you need to do is just go to start and then type in uh, DX start or search. Alright, DX DIAG or DX diag. Alright, and yeah, we just wait for a bit and it will display the entire specs of your computer or PC. Sometimes it takes a little while depending on your PC. Me, I have a like an old generation i5 7400 CPU, so usually it takes a little while. So there, I think it popped up already. So you will be able to see your you'll be able to see your processor here and then the graphics card here as well on display. So there. Okay, so you'll be able to see your RAM. So that so on this part, uh, yeah, on this window you'll be able to see your operating system or the specs of your computer, for you to be able to see to check if you met the system requirements that Valorant requires for you to have a smooth gaming experience. So so that's it for checking the specs of your computer. So second is you need to make sure that the compatibility setting of your game is set correctly. Let me grab the Valorant's here. Alright, so let us try to grab the Valorant icon. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we go to properties. Okay, and try to click on open file location. There. Yes. And once you click on open file location, try to right click on this one. Go to properties. Okay, and click on compatibility. You need to make sure that disable full screen optimizations is ticked. Okay, and change DPI settings. We need to make sure that override high DPI scaling behavior is ticked as well. And set on application, then hit on OK. There. So disable full screen optimizations. Click on change high DPI settings and click on override high DPI scaling behavior. You need to make sure that is set to application as well. Right there, and hit on OK. You can also do this on the icon of Valorant itself. Alright, you need to make sure you go to you right click and go to properties, and then click on look for compatibility tab. Click on it. Make sure that disable full screen optimizations is ticked, and then change high DPI settings and override high DPI scaling behavior is selected as well, and then make sure that it is set to application. Right, so there. So that will help out fix stuttering and increase a little bit of FPS on your game as well. So there, that's it for the first step. So we just hit on apply. There. I'm sorry, that's the second step already. So the first one is to make sure that your PC meets the system requirements. The second one is to make sure that compatibility setting is set correctly to your computer. So the third one is try to reduce some animations or effects on your desktop. Alright, reduce some visuals. Alright, so we can do that by going to your computer icon and then go to my properties. Alright, and then click on advanced settings, and here under advanced tab you'll be able to see performance section. So you just need to click on this one. I only select two options most of the time. Like for example, when I'm gaming, I click on adjust for best performance, and it will eliminate all animation effects, shadows, translucent selection, um, slide open combo boxes. It will eliminate all of those visuals that that can slow down your computer a little bit. So I eliminate all of those, and then hit on apply. And after I'm done gaming, I just go back to this part and then click again on let Windows choose what's best for my computer. So those are the only two options that I use or I select on this part when I'm gaming and I'm not gaming. So it depends on you. You can either manually remember which animation or which effects you select on your or you selected before on your computer. You just take note of them, and then once you're done on gaming, you just need to tick them one by one again, or just go by default. Best appearance or let Windows choose what's best for your computer. It depends on you. It's your prerogative. Alright. So that's it for the third. Uh, step that we have to just reduce some animations or effects on your desktop and reduce some visuals. Right. So here for the fourth one, try to remember. Oh, okay, yeah. So we need to set your computer's power plan to high performance or ultimate power plan for high-end PCs. For us to do that, we just need to click on the start button, and then you need to type in power, and then go to choose a power plan. Okay, there. So there will be like a couple of options that will be available for you to tick. It should be balanced for, recommended, ultimate for high-end PCs. Some of you might only have like high performance. Alright, so you just need to select either high performance or ultimate performance. Okay, Yeah, so that will help out increase the performance of your computer, maximize the your GPU's capabilities and your processor's capabilities as well. So it is really recommended that if you're gaming, you need to make sure that it's set to ultimate or high performance all the time. Alright, so it might consume a little bit of electricity, but you will have a better gaming experience than putting it on power saver mode or balance mode. Alright, so that is for the fourth step, which is you need to make sure that the power plan is set to high performance. Alright, so for the fifth option, for the fifth, um, for the fifth step, we just need to make sure that the CPU is set to priority or high. So we just need to get to open the game from here, because we can do this while the game is open, or we need to do this while the game is open. Alright, so we just need to wait for the game to open up. It might take a couple of minutes because my processor is a little bit outdated already. I only have like the i5 7400 or 7th gen, which only has like 4 cores. So we just need to wait for a little while. So I believe most of you guys already know how to go to task manager, right? So all you need to do is just to click on Control Alt and Delete, for you to be able to go to the task manager. So once the game is open, just click on Control Alt and Delete, so that you'll be able to go to that. To this part. 1 second. Okay, here. Alright, so here we are. Okay, so you'll be able to see the task manager already. So all you need to do is go to details here. Alright, so just go to details tab and then look for the game Riot client, or the exe of the game itself. It should be Riot Client Services .exe, and it should have the biggest number for memory. This one, like 232,000K. Yeah, because usually games consume a lot of memory, so it's really easy to find because you'll be able to see it. It has like a big amount of memory consumed on this part under memory. Alright, so and then you just need to right click on this icon and then set priority to high. Alright, like that. There. Yeah, just set the priority to high. Okay. And then for affinity, you need to make sure that all processors are selected as well. All are ticked. If you have 6 core processors, you need to tick all of them. I only have 4 cores, so I only have 4 selections. 5. All processors, and then 0, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so CPU 0 is considered as your first CPU. Alright, so first core. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's gonna be 4 cores in total. So you need to make sure that it's all ticked on this part as well. So set the priority to high, and then set the affinity. Click all the CPUs, and make sure that all of them are selected on this part. Okay, so that's gonna be for making sure that the CPU is set on priority. The game is set on priority, and then that is to make sure that all of your CPUs are working before you play the game. Alright, so the next one is you need to make sure that your PC's gaming option is set properly. Okay, we need to make sure that the gaming option on your computer is set properly. So we just need to go to settings again for this one. So we just need to type in settings, and then once you're in settings already, you just need to find the gaming icon. And once you're done, just make sure that the record game clips and screenshots and broadcast using game bar is turned off. Alright, we need to make sure that is turned off. Okay, and just need to go to graphic settings and make sure Riot client is here as well. Yeah. Okay, so you just need to, if you can't find the Riot client icon up here, you just need to click on browse. Yeah. Oh, by default it's already here, but yeah, you just need to click on browse and find your computer. I mean, find the game itself. All right. You can. The second step to do that is, let us go back to the game. All right. 1 second. Okay. All right. So what we need to do is minimize the game first. Yeah, and go to Valorant. There, and open, or here, open file location. So you'll be able to see the location of this icon. Alright, so all you need to do is just to follow and try to find the Riot client services .exe. So you go back to settings there and click on browse, and then it says here on my end that it's under Toshiba, and then games, and then Valorant, Riot Games, and yeah, Riot Client. There. Okay, you just need to double click that and click on add. And then once you're done, you just need to click on option, select it and click on option, and make sure that it's set on high performance. Okay. That is to make sure as well that every time you're gaming, your computer automatically sets on high performance. Or yeah, it consumes all the capability of the computer, like its graphics card capability, its processor's capability, its RAM's capability. It's making sure that all of those three parts of the computer are working at its optimal setting, or its highest performance. So that is one of the steps to make sure as well that every time you're gaming, you're getting the best out of your computer. Alright, that's for the sixth. That is for the sixth step that we have. Alright. For the seventh one, we need to make sure that the Nvidia control panel settings are correctly set as well for this specific game. So all we need to do is just go to Nvidia, right click, and click on Nvidia control panel. There. Okay, and once you're here, once you open up already the window, you just need to make sure you click on manage 3D setting. Okay, and then select a specific game. So you need to select a Valorant on this part. But if you can't find the icon, again, you just need to click on add and manually add the icon itself. Alright, there, here it is. Okay, so once you're done, you just need to set these settings manually here. Alright, so we just need to set it manually. So for this one, image scaling, alright, you can just set it on default. Alright, anisotropic filtering, you just turn it off. Okay, anisotropic is already an option we've configured in Valorant setting. I mean, yeah, we can configure it in Valorant setting earlier. I mean, later on, rather. So we just need to turn that off. And for FXAA, AntiAliasing, we just need to make sure that it's turned off as well. Okay, so this is another mode for anti-aliasing that remove jagged edges of or on textures at a lower cost. However, this should be kept off since we can configure the graphics in Valorant later on. Okay, so there, and then the gamma correction, uh, anti-aliasing. All right, the gamma correction. Yeah, we just need to turn it off as well. There. So this setting allows you to enable gamma correction and improve image quality um, for OpenGL programs. So this setting has no use to us in Valorant. So it should be turned off. Right. So anti-aliasing mode, it should be turned off as well. So this one controls how exactly anti-aliasing will be applied in your games. Better to turn it off as well. Right. Anyways, we can just do some setting on your Valorant later on its on the application graphics settings of your Valorant game. So for anti-aliasing setting, yeah, we just need to click on none. Um, hmm. Background max frame rate. There. So max frame rate. Or should I say max frame rate rather? Okay. We just need to make sure that it's set to its maximum 1000 FPS, or we just need to turn it off. Alright, so that way there'll be no limit at all in your frame rate. Okay, there. So latency mode, low latency mode, it should be set to ultra. Low latency mode is a great feature that Nvidia offers right now. It helps reduce input lag significantly and also boost FPS. So it's especially great in competitive multiplayer games. So we need to make sure that we need to set it on ultra setting. Okay, that's for low latency mode. All right. So for power management mode, we need to make sure that it's set to maximum performance. Yeah, we need to make sure that it's set to maximum performance so that you can get your GPU to go on full throttle on the game to produce maximum performance. Right. So the next one is, yeah, for monitor technology, if you can see that option. Yeah, it depends on your monitor. Um, for Nvidia, it should have G Sync. For AMD, it should have like free sync. Yeah, for monitor technology setting. All right, there. Next one would be multi-frame sampled A A. There, this option. Just need to make sure that it's turned off. Alright, we just need to make sure that that one is turned off. Okay. Negative LOD bias. Yeah, negative LOD bias. You just need to find that one. Where is that? There. Yeah, for negative LOD bias, we just need to make sure that it's set on allow. This setting helps sharpen visuals in Valorant, so it's best to set it on allow. Alright. So for quality texture filtering, you just need to put it on high performance. There. It's crucial setting to get high FPS in Valorant. Better turn it on high performance to favor high FPS over the graphic effects. So you just need to make sure that it's set on high performance. For trilinear optimization, we just need to make sure that it's set to auto. Alright, this setting can take advantage of multiple CPU cores, so it will help to run the game smoother. Alright, So but it also can degrade it, so it's best to leave it at auto. Alright, automatic. So for triple buffering, for, oh, how about for anisotropic sample optimization? Yeah, here. We just need to make sure that this is turned on. Okay, we just need to make sure that this is turned on. This setting enhances image quality with minimal effects on performance. So it's great for increasing image quality in Valorant, so that you'll be able to, enjoy the little bit of graphics of the game as well. Uh, Plus, if the enemy is too far, you'll be able to see clearly where to aim. So it should increase the graphics a little bit. So the next one is there. Let's see. Yeah, triple buffering, threaded optimization. We just need to set it on auto. Okay, I think we're done with that. Yeah, triple buffering is set to off. Vertical sync, of course, you can just set it to off. In all FPS games, it's better to set the vertical sync, all right, to turn off. I mean to off mode. So in that way, your FPS will not be limited by your computer to your monitor's frame rate, to your monitor's you know capabilities. If you only have like 60 hertz monitor, then if you turn this on, it will limit your monitor's it will limit your game's FPS to 60 only. So if you have a 60 hertz monitor, just turn it off. Even if you have like 144 hertz monitor, that can reach to 144 FPS, it's better to turn it off, so that way your computer is not limiting your FPS. Alright. So for virtual reality pre-rendered frames, I always set mine to 1. Okay, there. So I think we're done with the Nvidia 3D settings for the game itself. Okay, just hit on apply. There. Alright, we're good to go with that. Alright, so the next step is disabling the enhanced pointer position. Alright, to get more consistent in aiming in Valorant, you must disable the enhanced pointer position. Why? It's because this feature is the same as the mouse acceleration, and the players have found out that the mouse movement is inconsistent when enabled. So these are just general settings for a Valorant mouse. Apart from that, players using budget PCs or low-end PCs also noticed a significant difference in performance when this feature is disabled in your computer. So this is how you can disable it. We just need to go to start, and then you need to go to yeah, go to start, sorry about that, and go to mouse setting. There, and additional mouse option, and this one, pointer option. You just need to click on enhance pointer precision. There, just need to make sure that that is disabled before you start the game. There. Alright, so let me just turn mine back on because I'm not gaming at the time. Okay, yeah, here, sorry. There. So yeah, I think we're done. Alright, so by the way, limited FPS on battery should be turned off, and then max FPS on battery um, above 60 FPS. Alright, so it's another setting dedicated for laptop gamers, but doesn't have much use either. So since laptops automatically reduce performance on battery power, so FPS will automatically reduce, but you can still set it to 60 or above just to be sure your in-game setting isn't capping any FPS. So for mine, I'll set it to 144. Yeah, that's alright. It's a maximum setting that I will put in here. So 144. Limit FPS on menu. This is personal preference. You can just put it on 60 or 144. It depends on you. So max settings in menu, yeah, you can put it in 30. Max FPS in background, you can put it on 30 as well. The limited FPS is always turned off, and max FPS is always 60. This will help make animation in the main menu run smoother. Okay, there. Nvidia Reflex Low Latency should be turned on. Okay, if you're playing Valorant on Nvidia GPU, this is the best option to have. It helps reduce input lag significantly, allowing actions in game to be more responsive and accurate. Unfortunately for AMD users, we can't use this feature. It's exclusive to Nvidia only. So after you're done, we just need to go to after we're done with the general tab. Now it's best to find the graphics quality setting in Valorant. These settings offer high FPS and performance in the game. So we just need to go to there. Graphics quality. There, you'll be able to see this. These options. There. So material quality, it should be set to low to medium. Yeah. This setting has a major impact on Valorant's performance, so if you have a budget PC, then turning it low will help you get the most FPS. However, if you have some GPU power to spare, at least use medium setting on this. For texture quality, I just need to set it to medium to high. It depends on your preference. If you have a high-end PC, you can set it to high. If you have a low-end computer, you can set it to low or medium. Okay, so detail should be set to low. UI quality should be set to medium. Vignet, I'm not really 100% sure how to pronounce the word. Yeah, put it on off. Okay, this is only a static setting, so it does not have a lot of effect to its performance. So just turn it off. All right. VSync. Yeah, we need to make sure that is turned off all the time. Anti-aliasing. Okay, anti-aliasing is set to MSA 2, X2, or 2 times. So to get most of the FPS, usually people prefer turning it off, but that's not true. You could set it to MSAA times 2 to get amazingly clear visual quality while still maintaining decent FPS. So it's better to set it that way. For anisotropic filtering, you can just set it to times 2 or 2 times or 4 times. Using 2x or 4x isn't really that taxing on your PC. and it improves texture sharpness of objects. All right, so but if you're on a beefy PC, then go on 16x. Yeah. So the next one is improve clarity. So this should be your personal preference as well. To some, this setting has improved visual. Um, However, for some, it dipped frames. All right. So I recommend trying it on or off and seeing and try to see which one works for you. All right. For bloom, of course, we just need to make sure that that is turned off. You know, bloom is like a distraction in the game, so it's only a visual effect and with no hit on the performance. So just turn it off. All right. And then for cast shadows, we just need to turn it off. Distortion is off as well. So for distortion, this setting shows or hides your player's shadows, does not affect the other team. Turning it off is the best action on this one. All right. So these are the graphics quality setting of the game. All right. So for the next one, which is the stats. Okay, yeah, the stats. Okay, there. Usually this part is self-explanatory. Alright, so client FPS, you can just put it on text only. Yeah, server tick rate, hide, yeah. Network round. Alright, for network round, we just need to make sure that where is that? Network round trip time. It's text only. Okay. Okay, there. Hide. There. So this should be set to your own preference. Yeah, for me, I always turn on the client FPS only, so that I'll be able to see the frame rate of the game. But it depends. You can turn on some of these options. So yeah, it's for your personal preference only. All right, there. Okay. So the last option that we have, guys, I mean the last step that we have is turn off or log out your Discord. So yeah, but we get it. Discord is a primary place for you to chat up with your friends while you're gaming. However, a bad Discord configuration can lead to microphone and audio codecs messing up and leading to lagging and stutters in the game. Alright, so you just need to turn it off first and then try to play the game again. And for example, if it improved your FPS, if it eliminated the stutter, then you just need to uninstall and reinstall your Discord application. So you need to test it out first. But if you tried to turn off Discord and turn it back on, and then try the game and there's no difference at all, you don't see any significant difference on the FPS or how the game runs, then no need to uninstall and reinstall your Discord application. Yeah, there are just some instances that the configuration of it affects Valorant or the game itself. Okay, there. So yeah, so guys, those are the things that you can do to improve your Valorant gaming experience. So there are like yeah, there was like couple of steps that we discussed. So if you like this video, just hit on the subscribe button and hit on the like button as well, and yeah, and peace out.